Hello, my friends. This is Mike, a creation creator, and I am here today to talk about creating in the moment without limitation. And this is a new microphone I am speaking on today. I want to try this out. I believe it's a great improvement over what I was using. And so, creating in the moment without limitation. Creating in the moment with your intentions. This is something I love experimenting with through lots of trial and error, where we can train ourselves to feel the way we want to feel in the moment, and we can do it by training our minds to feel like it is already happening around us. I am definitely guilty of trying to do this through outer symbols of getting, say, like new books, new things that will supposedly assist in making the inner change, which we all are always working towards or desiring, is that lasting inner change, be it for just more successful thinking or a more spiritual ground inside of us, or whatever it may be. And so what I wanted to talk about was creating in the moment. It's a very fascinating thing to me to think about and learn about this, where whenever we try to create in the moment and use affirmations or what have you to change our inner state, it's kind of like rolling a giant boulder up a hill, because there is call it a very powerful collective energy of scarcity and doubt and limitation in our world, in our society. It's the normal belief system, and it holds a great power over us. And it's a way that it's essentially a great misuse of our creative power, and it's used against us in ways we don't really understand. Like I know for me, it's a challenge to remain positive and a successful thinking mindset, because I have trouble feeling the doubts and the fears, and then what really gets me is whenever I think they're mine. And what I've learned about creating in the moment, creating lasting change, or cultivating gratitude and faith and love and peace within us, you cannot do it as someone who's like failed at it in the past and has like doubts that it's possible. So what's powerful is to reapproach your idea of identity, because as a person with a past that's tried these things and failed over and over, it's very difficult to like all of a sudden get it right and have it work and last for you. So what works for me is the concept of surrendering your identity. And surrender is a really fascinating, powerful thing. It's kind of confusing for a lot of people, kind of scary, kind of weird sounding. But essentially for me, when I think of surrender, it is placing my identity out of my body and my past and the problems I feel, and placing it in pure potential, placing it in infinite potential. And by doing that, or like when I say infinite potential, I mean essentially my higher self, like the part of me that knows what the hell's going on. And so when I do that, you gain a power to create in the moment outside of what the earthly self is capable of. And this creating in the moment as your higher self is powerful because it's done independent of all the past failures and doubts and limitations you've experienced as the small self. Because the higher self is the master creator within us, the master alchemist. And the way to really get a grip of really controlling your inner state and mastering like lasting inner change that's not just swept away all the time by the world and what you feel from others, but that really lasts, and it's there, and it's not something it's not like a state that you can get to here and there in the day, but something that lasts, and it's there like abiding when you need it. And that's done through the higher self, because the higher self doesn't have any type of limits in its identity at all. And so creating in the moment, it's so powerful. It's also the concept of 0 point energy. Like, what if in this moment it's just a pure blank slate? There's no doubts, there's no fearful energies, there's no anything. There's just pure potential and creativity. And for me, how I've learned to become proficient at this, and always learning to be more proficient at it, is to do it as the higher self within me that doesn't have any type of limits in its identity at all. And of course, the higher self is based in love. Like, however many failures we have, however many pains and sufferings, it's always there just waiting for us, because that's our true identity. Like, having a smaller identity based in limitation, that's how the universe experiences itself, and it's beautiful, and it's a gift, and it's amazing. But the higher self does not like it when we feel like we're trapped in that, because we don't have to be trapped in that. Like, we're master creators, and we can create, all of us, our thoughts, our emotions, our inner state, completely new in every moment. And the only thing that can stop us from doing that is feeling like we have a past that's convinced us that we're going to fail if we try again. And that's where the idea of surrender comes in, where by calling on our higher self and invoking them, and doing it through love, everything that's bound us in the past will be gone. And it's a brand new blank slate, a 0 point field to create without limitation in the moment. And so that's the basis of what I wanted to talk about. And I love talking about this in the context of my music. That's my current projects and whatnot, is using these types of energies in music and sound, and with my new microphone, which is so awesome. And I want to incorporate this stuff into some like song type atmospheres and guided meditations and whatnot. And I'm learning to do it without limitation and without focusing on all the times I've failed at this in the past. Because I have some amazing ideas, and I feel like I can really improve the lives of others and help people avoid the mistakes I've made and really return to their heart and their true self and feel powerful and loved and amazing. And with that, I will bring the video to an end. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this and it brought you some clarity and some peace and some joy today, because that is what it's all about, bringing joy to others, and that's what I'm here to do. And with that, I bid you farewell. Much love to you all, and goodbye.